What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Great American Bash Part 2 review. This is Night 2, or next week as of right now. Night 2, though, of the Great American Bash. A lot of things going on in this show tonight, mostly the double title match that everyone is talking about right now for tonight with Keith Lee versus Adam Cole for both the NXT and NXT North American Championship. But yes, both titles are on the line. I did my best to avoid spoilers. I had heard people on the internet said that the match was spoiled for them already. Good thing I really kind of stayed away from Twitter during that time and did not look anything up, so I made sure I watched this match tonight without any type of spoilers because I was looking forward to this match and I was damn gonna make sure I was going to see this, okay? So there is a lot to talk about in the main event tonight. But we do kick it off tonight, though, with a street fight, Candice LeRae versus Mia Yim. Candice LeRae came out, but during her entrance, Mia Yim attacked from behind. Next thing you know, a lot of weapons were in the ring, which Mia Yim tossed in chairs, trash cans, kendo sticks, and whatnot. But Candice LeRae got a kendo stick and ended up hitting Mia Yim a couple times with it. Yim tried to pretty much push her back. Yim even got the stick and pretty much started hitting Candice LeRae with the stick then right after. They had a table at one point, and everything pretty much come with the table being set up. Candice LeRae ended up hitting her with a drop kick then after that. Pretty much Yim coming back, taking down Candice LeRae. They go pretty much in ringside. They pretty much fight around the performance center students and whatnot, and pretty much they start kind of fighting near like catering, it looks like, or like a table full of food. Looks like some fruit snacks and maybe some fruits like bananas and oranges or whatnot. But they start knocking stuff off the fruit table and hitting each other with silver plate cans or whatnot, or platters or whatever. So after pretty much started hitting each other, that they got on the top of some platform, then Candice LeRae ended up using a fire extinguisher on Mia Yim, pretty much taking her down, and pretty much Mia Yim was able to get up and drop kick Candice LeRae into the table, pretty much right by, or whatever the platform where they on, pretty much going down. But through commercial, after coming back, Candice LeRae ended up pretty much knocking Mia Yim into a chair, and pretty much drop kicking her into it, Finn Balor style at one point, into the chair. Pretty much going for a 2 count then right after. Candice LeRae pretty much knocking her back into the turnbuckle then. I think it's about to go for a chair at one point. No, Mia Yim got a trash can, and I'm taking the trash can, putting it on top of Candice LeRae as she is sitting down, ending up doing a big cannonball into the trash can then right after. But Mia Yim was still able to, not Mia Yim, but Candice LeRae was still able to kick out after Mia Yim knocked her back to the trash can and everything. Mia Yim actually got some brass knuckles then, but Candice LeRae ended up taking a chair and started, used as a shield then to block the brass knuckle shot. She started using the chair, hitting Mia Yim several times with it then, and then pretty much threw a bunch of chairs at Mia Yim, almost like Sabu at one point. And they had the table then like a bridge on the top rope. Some say this could look very dangerous right here. And, the table was shaking a little, but both of them got to the table like it was a bridge or whatnot. Mia Yim was going to go for those brass knuckles again, but Candice LeRae ended up taking the brass knuckles away from Mia Yim, hitting her with the brass knuckles. And then, as my friend said, it's called the Candice Special, but a big neck breaker from the top rope onto the chairs for the win. So Candice LeRae, which I would say a much needed win if you ask me, because I don't think she's really won a match in a while, even in this whole Keith Lee feud during the time. At least she got one, I guess, getting some heel heat and everything. Both women were still down even through commercial. I know they showed Johnny Gargano end up helping Candice LeRae to the back, while Mia Yim pretty much was able to walk back on her own. As my friend says, where was Keith Lee? But I'm sure he's preparing for his match later on tonight, though. But overall, good street fight. I enjoyed it. Really good. Not bad at all. Couple, I will say the table spot was a little bit worrisome. I almost thought that table could collapse at any moment, but this was not bad. pretty good street fight. I will say that. Next was Bronson Reed versus Tony Nese. Listen, this match was random. I honestly could not care, nor didn't really think about it that much anyways. It was just there to be there. Okay, it wasn't bad or anything. It was solid, I'll say that. You know, Reed won. He hit the big splash on Tony Nese for the win. Like I said, I don't really have a lot to say about this. This match was just kind of there to be there. It was random, and I know they had to make up some stuff for night 2 and everything for the Great American Bash, but it was just kind of there to be there. So it wasn't really nothing, special or anything. It happened to happen. That's what I can say from this. It just happened to happen. So yeah, Bronson Reed won. So I don't really have nothing to say, because both of these guys kind of in the undercard anyway, and one's on 205. So I can't really take a lot from this. But right after, they went to Mackenzie Mitchell, who was with a more sober Robbie E. and Aaliyah. Robbie had a new suit. He pretty much went to Shotzi Blackheart while she was in her tank, pretty much giving her a chance to join this whole Robert Stone brand. She said she didn't want to do it. She rides solo. Robbie pretty much got pissed and threw coffee into Killian Dane, which, hey, the guy still works here, folks. There's people that'll tell me, man, they forget Killian Dane still works in this company, but I forget myself sometime if I don't actually see him on TV. But Killian Dane ended up knocking him to the ground, and then right after, Shotzi Blackheart pretty much ran over his foot with her tank, yelling, "Eat my tank," and then did her howl. So yes, Robbie E gets his ass kicked again this week with Aaliyah watching on. So I don't know where this is going, but like I said before, ever since Chelsea Green left him, how does he get more TV time? I'll never know. I'll never know. But they like this drunk Robbie E whatever thing. I still go back with the puke thing. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. I cannot do a good Vince impression, but he's gonna puke. You puke. So yeah, Robbie E gets his ass kicked on this show every week. Another I wouldn't say random match all the way, but Johnny Gargano versus Swerve there. Isaiah Swerve Scott. This was good. I enjoyed this match. It wasn't bad. It was actually really solid. Some could say even for a takeover match if possible. As my friend Steven said tonight, if the Cruiserweight Classic was still going, this could have been an easy main event for the title. It really could. But this was not bad. Okay, I did enjoy this match. This is one of the better Swerve matches we have seen. It's not like Swerve's had a bad match. It's just that Swerve has taken so many L's, which this one does count also. It's kind of hard to believe in the guy at the same time, too. Okay, so it's, I don't know. It makes it difficult in a way when you think about it. Excuse me. But yeah, it does make it, it does make it difficult in a way, but this was a very good match. This is just dope. I will say that. Like I said, Swerve there, hitting the house call and everything, but, Gargano pretty much still kicking out. Gargano trying to go for, the STF on him. Swerve pretty much trying to roll him up then, but Swerve hit up, Gargano with a power bomb then right after. They pretty much go to the outside. Swerve tried to go and jump on him after that. And, did his kick and everything, but Gargano ended up pretty much slamming Swerve into the ring post, hit him with a big poison Rana, and then hit him with the one final beat for the win. So, Gargano getting the win, so like I said, it wasn't really surprising that he won. It was a good match, though, I will say that, because I can't remember what happened last week, so I can't say it's random all the way, but it was still a very good match in general, though. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what we got from here. Gargano getting the win. So, not bad at all. We then got a video package for Tegan Nox and Io Shirai. Io Shirai wants to be somewhere underwater or something like that. Pretty much having subtitles talking about Tegan Nox and that, Io is she talked about how, Tegan Nox has had all these friends in the support system, but they have all betrayed her. Tegan Nox pretty much going on talking about she's no longer the comeback kid. She's now coming for the title now. But Io says you've just been betrayed by your friend. She only relies on herself in the NXT Championship. Tegan Knox says, having friends is not a weakness, but Io wants to talk about that, but you had Asuka help you last week and everything. But Knox talked about how she came from Wales and that Io comes from Japan, and she's here to get this this title and everything. Pretty much, she's been trained for over 8 years to do this, so this is now her time to get the championship. But as Io said, that she's in the NXT Women's Division, and she will be waiting, and she still will be the champion. So next week we will have that match for the NXT Women's Championship. Some people think this could have waited another week just to build it up, but obviously they want to get this title match going right now, folks. So not a bad video package, though. Not bad at all. Next, El Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and DJZ went against Rockstar Spud and Brazongo. Good 6-man. I'll say that. I still think it's odd that Brazongo was in this, but I thought it was funny when they dressed as conquistadors, coming with the mask and whatnot. I still think they should have put Atlas and Kushida out there in it. But it was not a bad match, though. I will say that. It was pretty good. I know that most of the thing is with, Spud and Santos there. As everybody's brawling on and everything. Spud can, upper hand on him before he can even hit to the top rope. He ended up getting tripped by, Escobar with a super kick right after. And then he hit him with the Thrill and Hunt or the Phantom Driver for the win. So, listen, you kind of figured they were going to win this. This is their first win as a team. The El Legado de Faction, what I say de Faction for, but El Legado, del Fantasma, I should say, not Le Faction, but del Fantasma right there, getting the win. Like I said, they gotta get these guys over. They're heels and everything, and they want to get this group over, so they gotta give them a win. But at the same time, Spud, yes, he's gotten his ass kicked for like the past 4 weeks now, but he still can recover from this at one point. I've seen Spud probably get beat up more by EC3 than these guys, but in the past. But hey, this can go somewhere when you think about it. So yeah, I'm sure this feud will still continue, but yes, Santos Escobar and his crew get the win. The Garganos were celebrating in the back. Talk about they're the real American couple and everything. And Gargano talked about how Finn Balor prevented him from getting this match tonight with Adam Cole. I say he doesn't need to forget and everything. And that, they're going to have some unfinished business now. So, they're going to start some fireworks on their own. Right after that, Santana Garrett came out. I guess getting ready for a match. She went against the debuting, I should say, well, maybe re-debut, but, well, I guess official, I don't know, however you want to call it, the debut or return of Mercedes Martinez. Now, listen, we have seen Mercedes Martinez on NXT before, and the last time I can really go back far enough is when she was in the Royal Rumble match, or when they did that Battle Royale, and I think that was the last time we saw her on NXT many months ago and whatnot. And yes, she had, a new entrance and everything, a new gear and whatnot. For Mercedes Martinez and new music. So obviously they're putting a lot into Mercedes Martinez. It was a good match, basically a squash against Santana Garrett. She ended up winning with the Fisherman Buster for the win. So yes, I guess a re-debut for Mercedes Martinez when you think about it. Very good match. Like I said, it was a squash and everything. So I guess you can say this is one of her official debuts since they've had time to make video packages and do a lot for her. So I think this can really go somewhere with Mercedes Martinez. As some people say, they're still surprised that AEW never signed her, which, listen, I've been there at AEW, and I've seen her on the show, too. I'm almost surprised they didn't also, but I still feel like Mercedes Martinez made the right choice in coming to NXT. I do think they will push her big in time. Like I said, let's just get this time. She had one squash match tonight, so I think they want to maybe position her as the next big heel or something or in the women's division. I'm not sure, but it is good that she's finally kind of getting her due around here. So yes, good debut for Mercedes Martinez. They had a video package promo from both Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes talking about their match next week. And yes, Priest pretty much called Cameron Grimes a little bitch. All right, so that was good, and we'll see what happens next week from that. But in the main event, NXT title, NXT North American title, Keith Lee and Adam Cole. No commercial breaks and everything. This is great. Basically, takeover level. Basically, takeover level right here. I love this match. This was great. Of course, get some base, brawl and grapple and whatnot in the ring. Keith Lee, no selling Cole in the ring several times, even knocking him out of the ring a couple times here and there. And, he was charging into Cole, but ended up hitting the plexiglass then. Pretty much almost going right through it. Basically, Keith Lee was stunned. Cole, pretty much giving him several bicycle kicks and focusing on his legs and whatnot, taking down Keith Lee. Keith Lee tried to fight back, but Cole still had him, on the upper hand, even going for a neck breaker at one point. Pretty much Cole was keeping in control several throughout a lot of this match, even going to go for the last shot, but Keith Lee grabbed his hand and pretty much gave him a clothesline. He pretty much tackled him down to the ground, but Cole once again come back with another bicycle kick and everything. Keith Lee was even going for the second rope, going for the moonsault, saying I must destroy him, or I must beat him. He said something like that, or I must end him. But once again, Cole ended up getting the backstabber on the second rope, going for another 2 count. Like I said, you see Cole taking over a lot of the half of this match at one point, but Keith Lee coming back then, pretty much hitting him with a big superplex then from the top rope. Cole trying to get out of there, but once again, Keith Lee dodging his Shining Wizard, hitting the Spirit Bomb right after, but when he hit that Spear Bomb, Cole got his finger on the bottom rope then, which Keith Lee looked pissed in right after that. Once again, like I said, Cole going for once again those bicycle kicks, but Keith Lee pretty much getting out of it, hitting him with a Uranagi. Pretty much then he hit Cole with a moonsault then, once again for the 2 count. He was going to go for the Big Bang Attack, but Cole got out of there, hitting him with another super kick right after. Several super kicks, I should say, but Keith Lee kept no selling it. Cole hit him in the knees then right after. He went for the last shot. Keith Lee kicked out. He went for another last shot. Still kicked out again. And he was going to go for a third one, but Keith Lee hit him with a big clothesline then right after. Cole then ended up hitting him with the Canadian Destroyer, but Panama Sunrise then for the 2 count. Keith Lee still kicks out of it. Cole once again takes more super kicks to Keith Lee, and then you see Lee almost hulking up several times. Cole pretty much lowering down his knee pad and everything, but and whatnot, and he hit him with another one, but he was going to go once again for the Panama Sunrise, but Keith Lee caught him. He hit him with a Spear Bomb, set him up again. Like I said, hulking up and whatnot. Like I said, the guy had to no-sell those, super kicks and whatnot. But he hit him with the Spear Bomb. He hit him with the Big Bang Catastrophe. And now Keith Lee is the new NXT champion. And so basically Keith Lee is the double champion. I will admit, I popped and I was happy as hell because finally, and I mean finally, Keith Lee is the NXT champion, alright? I marked out, I'm like, great, he's the double champion. Fuck yeah, I thought it was great. Hey, even my dad had to say something about it too, because he didn't think it made a lot of sense when Cole was beating Keith Lee, because, listen, trust me, I know that doesn't watch a lot of wrestling, but even he thought it didn't make no sense that, how was a small guy beating up this big dude throughout half the match, okay? He was about to say, I'm never going to watch this stuff if he didn't even know who Keith Lee was, but he said, I'm not watching this if Keith Lee loses, basically. But, hey, he won, and listen, I was happy. I jumped up, okay? I marked out. I was happy he became the champion, so I'm glad I avoided spoilers from this. I'm really glad I did, because I'd be pissed if I knew the result of this match early in the week, okay? So, yes, Keith Lee, the double champion, getting a whole bunch of confetti and, pyro in the background. But as he celebrated, we did see Killer Cross and Scarlett up somewhere in the rafters or the, balcony or somewhere up top watching somewhere Keith Lee, or a monitor, maybe it was a monitor, but I think maybe the production booth, watching Keith Lee celebrate. So yes, Keith Lee did, like I said, win the championship, but I do feel like he does have a bigger challenge on his way. So with Cross looming somewhere in the shadows with Scarlett, it'll be soon. And listen, I'm glad Keith Lee went over clean, okay? I almost thought my prediction was going to be Cross was going to get interfered at one point, or even the Undisputed Era themselves were going to come out in this match. But this was straight down the middle. It was a clean win, and like I said, Keith Lee won this clean, alright? Now, when does he ever face Killer Cross? I have zero clue when that'll happen. It'll probably be soon. It'll probably be at the next TakeOver. But I do feel like this feud is coming sooner than later, okay? So, hopefully Keith Lee will still be champion that, drop the belt to Cross like that. But just, even though we know this match is going to be coming somewhere at a later date or soon, like I said, it's just great that Keith Lee won the NXT Championship, okay? So yes, he is now a double champion. Hey, we got a lot of double champions in wrestling. Come on, look at what we got right here. A lot of double champions in wrestling all over the place, man. Whatever promotion you watch, it's almost like a double champion somewhere, all right? You got Keith Lee now, the NXT and the North American champion. You got Bayley right there, women's champion, women's tag team champion. You got Naito, IWGP heavyweight and Intercontinental champion. Shingo Takagi, never open weight tag team champion. I may be missing more people that's a double champion right now, whatever promotion you watch. I probably am, but those are only 4 that come up to my head right now when it comes to double champions, since everybody wants to be a double champion in wrestling right now, okay? So yes, Keith Lee is now the new North American and the NXT champion on this show. So hey, I'm just glad it finally happened, okay? Finally. Shit, I was happy about that. Real happy about that. But yeah, that's my review for the Great American Bash Night 2 tonight. Like I said, the most things you could really enjoy from this was the main event itself with Keith Lee and Adam Cole. I thought the street fight was pretty good. That wasn't really bad. Swerve and Gargano was actually surprisingly good too. Well, it would be good, but it was good for what it was during the time. Reed versus Nice there, very random, didn't really make a lot of sense. The 6-man wasn't bad also with, Escobar's crew and Spud's team and whatnot. Not bad stuff, okay? So, it was a very great show, really great show for him NXT tonight. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, mostly it was the main event I enjoyed, but I still enjoyed the show overall. And yes, we did get the re-debut or debut of Mercedes Martinez tonight also. Let me say that also before I end this review, okay? Make sure I mention that. So yeah, overall, very great show. Another strong show for NXT for this, okay? So yeah, other than that though, that's my review of NXT Great American Bash Part 2. Follow me on Twitter, at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Why I say HoodedKnight890, follow me on Twitter, I should say. Almost messed that up. So yeah, no, it's me, HDD. Come here to news reviews. No, I am, no, I do. Keep it with the stash. We're done with this review of the Great American Bash. If you can see, we got double champ Keith Lee. I'm out. Peace.